Hi Jen, thank you for coming to chat with me today. It's good to have you. I'm part of the Street Connect volunteering team. I just want to ask a few wee questions. How long have you been volunteering with Street Connect?
So I started at Street Connect in January 2019, so I've been there 2 years now.
Right,
It's
okay,
exciting.
gosh, you've done a lot in that time. So just tell us a little bit, what kind of drew you? Why did you decide to volunteer with us?
When I started at Street Connect, when I first moved to Glasgow, I was really struck just by the level of homelessness and how visible it is here. And it's quite daunting actually to know how you can help with that. You never know whether to give money or to give help. So when I found out that the church that I was at, Glasgow City Church, was sort of affiliated with and partnered with Street Connect, I thought that would be a really good thing to get involved in, and yeah, it would be a great way to help that problem that I saw. So
Yeah.
that was my way in.
Yep. So you're a student studying in Glasgow, and where are you from? Where's your hometown?
Home for me is Yorkshire, East
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire, so a little way.
Lovely. So what do you do at Street Connect? What have you been doing in these last 2 years mainly?
So when I first started, I was just based in the cafe on a Saturday night. Obviously, before COVID, that ran every Saturday, and I was just I helped out first quite shyly, just making teas and coffees, and then gradually started speaking to more people and chatting to them and hearing their stories, which was really great.
Mhm.
And then as that year went on, I started doing more street outreach. In the week, I started going out with one of the Street Connect workers, and going out onto the streets, talking to people, seeing where they were at, what they needed, if they were getting any support from services, and making sure they knew about us and what Street Connect could do with them. So I really enjoyed that. That was really, really eye-opening and a great experience. And then since lockdown and things have sort of been rejigged, we've carried on with I've carried on doing street outreach on a Saturday night. And then just a little bit more recently, we've got the sort of tea and coffee stall up and running again. So that's another thing to do.
Yeah, thank you. So, I mean, from coming from Yorkshire up to Glasgow and seeing the need, um, and just learning how to speak and to approach people that are in that situation, do you feel you've developed your confidence in that?
Yeah, massively, massively. When I think back to sort of my first couple of weeks in the cafe, I was definitely just happy to make the tea and let other people do the talking. But I've got so much more experience, and now, when I'm not volunteering, I'm happy to go and speak to people on the street if I think they look like they need a chat or a sandwich or something. I've got so much more confidence to go and do that, and to realize that everyone is just a person that's fallen on some hard times, and that's nothing. They're not scary people
Yeah, that's
in general.
lovely.
So
And you can share that with your friends as well and encourage them as well, and getting over that boundary. And that's really great. That's fantastic. Any stories you could share with us as we close? Anything that's memorable or had an effect on you?
yeah, there's been a couple, to be fair. There was a one woman in particular who really touched me, who was in a wheelchair, who, we walked up to her, and before we could get a single word out of our mouths, she just said, "Will you pray with me?" And we had a really, really moving prayer time, and she was really emotional, and we didn't give her any food or money or anything at all that night, but the impact it had on her was huge. But also, you just get some real characters on the street. You experience things that you never imagined. 2 weeks ago on outreach, I had a 20-minute chat with somebody in French who had spent 17 years in Paris, and been through all sorts in his life. There's just so many characters out there, and yeah, there's so much to learn on the streets.
That's lovely. Well, thanks very much, Jen. Really appreciate what you do and what you've been doing.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share my story. My name is Fatima Ofori-Frimpong, and I've been involved with Maryhill Integration Network for a couple of years now. So as many of you would know, Maryhill Integration Network is based in Glasgow. I initially joined Maryhill Integration Network as part of their women's group. They would meet on a Thursday around lunchtime, and I'll take my daughter to the creche, which was provided by Maryhill Integration Network. I'll then engage with other women, creating beautiful poems, having lovely discussions, and then having a healthy snack, which now has become part of my diet. I was then later invited to join the Joyous Choir of the Maryhill Integration Network, where I loved all the beautiful songs we sang. The atmosphere was so loving, so encouraging, and the children had a creche to go to, so everyone within the family had something to do on a Monday evening, which was great. I was then given the opportunity to volunteer with Maryhill Integration Network. I opted to help out with the office work, so with all the administrative work, which went brilliantly well. I was actually given a project to help improve the signage of the premises with which Maryhill Integration operated, and it went really well. It pushed me out of my comfort zone, to say, but then I enjoyed the whole process. I was also given the opportunity to actually contribute to the annual report of that year, which made me feel privileged that I was being given the space to self-develop. Later on, the volunteer coordinator post became available, which I got into the recruitment process. I was successful in securing the position, and I felt that I had something to offer because I had been a service user and a volunteer, and I felt that I had the experience of linking these two positions up and also enabling other volunteers who were not service users to see what it is like to really volunteer within Maryhill Integration Network. I'm so privileged and so grateful for this opportunity that Maryhill Integration Network has given to me, and has also changed and enhanced my life, because I felt something within me, which was probably active when I was a bit younger, died as I grew up. But then with all the responsibilities and cares, I forgot all these things till I was able to get the opportunity through Maryhill Integration, and all these lively characters just bubbled up within me. So I'm very grateful, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the session. Thank you so much.